I'm sort of in half pyjamas, half nice clothes, but I figure you can't see down there, so that's fine. Right, best get started. There is a lot to go through. I bought so much. Hello! Been a while, hasn't it? For those of you who don't know, I went to New York for my 21st birthday, and while I was in New York, I did an awful lot of shopping. And by a lot, I mean a friggin' lot. So I thought it would be nice to show you what I actually bought in New York. The reason I spent so much on myself was because I turned 21. And I mean, how often does a person turn 21? Oh, my bank balance. Where should I start? One of the brands in America is Hershey's. They have Hershey's World, which is a little bit like M&M World. They have one of those as well, but it's obviously full of Hershey's stuff. You get 4 bags of Hershey's Kisses for $16, I think, so I did go ahead and get 4 bags. The bags I got were the Hershey's Kisses with almonds. There's also the Hershey's Cookies and Cream, because I mean those are kind of a classic. I have already opened them, I have already eaten quite a few. They're really good. I got a Hershey's Caramel Apple Filled Milk Chocolate. And then the last bag I got were just milk chocolate ones, but they're in this seasonal packaging here. Now I didn't know that Hershey's were responsible for this, but they do Twizzlers, which are like strawberry laces. I think they're like almost American strawberry laces, but they're twisted and they're chewy and they're strawberry flavoured. I might do one of those American candy trying things. Leave a comment below if that's something you'd like to see. Brit tries American candy. Like, that hasn't been done before. And they also did some Jolly Ranchers, so I got a bag of those as well. They did a few different flavours, but I got the original flavours, and they have green apple, cherry, watermelon, grape, and blue raspberry. And that was all from Hershey's. Let's move that out of the way. I ended up with 2 Victoria's Secret bags this size. This is the large size, okay? I bought an awful lot in Victoria's Secret. First thing I got was this grey strapless bra. I really like it because, I mean, it's grey, and grey is quite a neutral colour. It looks good, it's flattering for everybody. And this lace detail at the bottom was really nice too. It's not too defined on the front, so it all looks quite smooth. It does come with straps, which you can obviously detach. I did try it on. It does stay up without the straps, which I am pleased with, and it looks quite flush as well, so it's all nicely fitting. So got that, definitely needed. I also bought a sports bra. I saw this one on a mannequin, and I really liked the fact that it was super colourful. All of my sports bras at the moment are like black or grey and just really dull and boring. There's not a lot going on colour-wise, so I saw this and thought it would really jazz up my wardrobe. There were some other ones which looked really pretty, but you wouldn't want to go jogging in them because they were just not very supportive at all. Also got a pair of leggings to go to the gym with too. These again I saw on a mannequin and absolutely love them because, as per my sports bras, all of my gym leggings are grey and boring and black as well. They are actually patterned in the shape of V and S. Some of the ones had like Victoria's Secret written down them, and I mean they were nice, but I didn't like the fact that they had like where they were from. I just wanted something that didn't have like a giant my pyjamas didn't have a giant Victoria's Secret down the leg. So they're basically black and white on the front in the pattern, and the back they are just black. They are full length leggings. So go right down to your ankles. They did have some that were just 3/4 length leggings, but I went for the full pair because it's a little bit colder here in England and I don't want to have to shave my legs all year round. Sticking to the theme of gym wear, I picked up 2 of these tops here. The first one is black. I mean, you can't keep a girl away from black, can you? So first one I got was black, and the next one was this sort of khaki green. If you can't tell already, I'm really into khaki green this season. They have this detailing at the back where it's like a ribbed cage, so you get quite a lot of back ventilation, which is nice. But obviously I thought with my new sports bra it would look really nice under that because you could actually see the back of it. With a pattern like that, it's supposed to be seen, isn't it? My previous sports tops are usually all like that swimming costume material. Is it lycra? Is that what you call it? But these ones are cotton, so they'll be really cool and breathable. And I just thought that they were really nice and floaty at the bottom, so if you go running, they don't ride up. Now that I've moved out and I'm living with my cousin, who is in fact a boy, I thought it would be better if I actually got some more substantial pyjamas. Don't want to scare him, poor lad. These ones here are just like a shirt pyjamas. They are the softest pyjama material I have ever seen. They're like this really stretchy, really soft cotton, and there's some pink detailing on it as well around the cuffs and on the pocket. Pocket also has just a little VS for the Victoria's Secret, obviously. And they also have a set of matching shorts. Look how cute those are. So again, you've got the pink detailing around the bottoms and also a tie cord, which doesn't actually go all the way around. So they're elasticated at the top, and this tie here is obviously just for decoration. Pretty useless, but I mean they look pretty. And then lastly, obviously I had to take advantage of the 5 for $27 or whatever it is that they do there on their underwear. So I did buy 5 pairs of pants. One of them was actually a gift to my sister, so I got her a set of matching underwear. It was from the pink section, don't worry, it wasn't like a bumless pair of pants. First one I got was this one here. There's no hem over the front that folds over and creates a seam, so it's like a seamless pair of pants, and then at the back they are just lacy. Really going to be quite comfy, those ones, I feel. The next ones are this really cute baby blue kind of colour. These ones are, what is the official term for these kinds of pants? Are they Brazilian? I don't know, basically, but they look like this on the front, so they're almost like little shorts, and then like that on the back. They are the softest things I have ever felt. Like even softer than those pyjamas I just showed you, because they're like silk. They're called cheeky pants, by the way. I got a pair of the same in a really light mint green. Super soft, super cute, lace around the edge. Gonna be really comfy, those. And then the last one I got was, oh, quite similar to the first one actually, in the way that it's seamless, hemless, and then lacy at the back. So I got 4 pairs of pants that are 2 of the same style. Victoria's Secret underwear is honestly the softest thing, the most comfortable thing I have ever felt. I used to really like Calvin Klein underwear, but no, Victoria's Secret all the way now. I did also get a bra which was khaki green. It's in the wash though at the moment, and it's just sort of like a t-shirt bra, so it's smooth all across the front, there's no lace. It's one of the ones that you can cross the straps over at the back, so if you're wearing like a halter neck and you don't want your straps to be shown, you can cross the straps over it and then it will just hold that way. I just love Victoria's Secret. I'm such a basic white girl. I eat avocado toast and I love Victoria's Secret. Just move all that down there too. The next place we went to was Bath and Body Works. Now we kind of stumbled across this shop on our way home after a long day, so I didn't get to spend as much time in there as I'd like to because I just wanted to get back because we were both really tired. But I did pick up a few things. Bath and Body Works are known for their really nice smelling candles and their really nice smelling everything really, but they've got their new autumnal range in at the moment, so I picked up a few candles. Me and candles are quite funny, so I either like really sweet kind of sickly scents or fresh scents. The first one I got was this one called Heirloom Apple. Heirloom? It is heirloom, isn't it? Not heirloom. It's basically an apple scented candle. Oh my god, that smells good. Just love the smell of apples. I think that's actually my favourite scent. This smells so good. I almost don't want to burn it because I just want to sniff it forever, and we don't have a Bath and Body Works in the UK. I also bought this one, which is pumpkin pecan waffles. There were so many pumpkin flavoured things there. I don't know what it is about pumpkins, but suddenly they're really big in autumn. The lid is this sort of copper lid with a giant pumpkin on it. And it's one of those really sweet, sickly smells that I love. It smells a lot like vanilla. If any of you have had the Yankee Candle that's like birthday cake or vanilla frosting, I think it might be, it smells quite similar to that. I'm not really smelling any pumpkin in all honesty. But I mean that's okay because I like the smell that this is anyway. And then the last candle I picked up was Warm Vanilla Sugar. So I think this is one of the more classic ones that might be available all year round. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone knows for sure, do correct me. And this one isn't as sweet and sickly as the pumpkin pecan waffles, but it's more of like a cool vanilla. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but it's vanilla, but it's not too sweet and overpowering and sickly. I don't really know how to describe this, but it's vanilla, but it's got a hint of something else in it as well. Does it have a description? Sheer florals, vanilla absolute, and sandalwood. I don't know what sandalwood smells like on its own, but that might be what I can smell. Whatever it is really nice, so I bought that one as well. Something else I picked up at Bath & Body Works was this here. It's a shower gel, and I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this at the moment. Basically because I love the smell of it, and I love Bath & Body Works shower gels, but also because it leaked all over my mother's suitcase, which I was borrowing for this holiday. I managed to clean it all out, and it does now smell amazing, but it left a few of my things quite sticky. But this is the Pumpkin Apple Cider Shower Gel. It's a really nice red colour. I really love the colour of this, and I love the smell even more because it smells like apples. I was thinking the other day, my two favourite smells are apples and vanilla, so what would happen if I mixed the two scents together? Would it be really nice? Would it be really horrible? But this almost smells like a mix of the two. Like, it's got that fruity freshness of the apple, but there are also warm undertones of the pumpkin. What does it say? The key notes are mulled apple cider, autumn gold pumpkin, buttered rum, warm praline, and a hint of spice. There's some cocktail you've got going on there, but it smells really good. And then the last things I bought were their famous hand sanitizers. They did have an offer of 5 for an amount of money, but I went a little bit overboard and actually picked up 7. I picked up 7 of these little hand sanitizers because they're cute and they smell really good. Okay, so the scents I got were Peach Bellini, which smells like peaches. At a wedding I went to once, they served peach bellinis and I had 4 and I absolutely loved them. I also picked up 1,000 Wishes, which is this pink little glittery one there. This one smells like the inside of Victoria's Secret, if any of you have ever had the pleasure. There's this one, which is Copacabana Coconut. It's a lime green colour, which makes you think it's going to be lime flavoured. But that is definitely coconut. That one smells really good as well. I mean, they all smell really good. You know me in scents, I just love things that smell really good. There's also Crisp Morning Air, which looks quite autumnal again. This one smells really fresh. Again, a little bit Victoria's Secret-esque. There is Pumpkin Cranberry Cider. Back at it again with the pumpkin. This one smells quite spiced as well, so I'm definitely going to put this one in my handbag and use it for these autumn months. There is Sweet Pea. I love the smell of sweet pea. Like, I have a candle of it somewhere and it's super fresh. It's one of those fresh scents that I really like. That reminds me of spring. Might save that one for the springtime. And then the last one is Honolulu Sun. It's quite coconutty, this one. Where's the other one? So this one's more of a fruity coconut. And this one's more of a creamy coconut, maybe? Just coconut. And that was everything from Bath & Body Works. I'm not just going to shove those on the floor because they could break, so bear with me while I clean them up. We also popped into Sephora. Now that's another thing that I'm pretty sure we don't have in the UK. There were some rumours going about that there might be one coming somewhere in London in the near future, which would be really cool. I would love that. So the people in Sephora were really helpful and really friendly. Like, everyone in America was really helpful and really friendly. So I asked a few people for some advice, but basically I was looking for a new foundation. The one I've got at the moment was the Chanel one, and if you remember me raving about how good that was quite a while ago, I've changed my mind. The skin colour is not right for my skin tone. That's probably the most important thing for me when choosing foundations, is the match to my skin tone. So I asked for a colour test and I was reading the different foundations and what they all sort of did to make sure that what I had was something that I needed. I've got sort of slightly oily skin. I want something that has a decent amount of coverage but doesn't feel too heavy, and I also wanted something that was colour perfect. So I ended up with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation, and I asked the lady to do a colour test on me and she got the perfect colour. So I'm so happy with this. There's not really much I can say about this. It's quite long lasting if you use it with a powder, a setting powder over the top. It goes on really well, it blends quite nicely, it doesn't look too heavy, it doesn't look cakey. And then I went on to ask if there was anything that I could use for like spot correction or blemish correction. I was actually looking for concealers, but the lady I spoke to talked about colour correcting and recommended me the Smashbox colour correcting stick in Look Less Tired Dark, which is basically the orange one. I don't know much about colour correcting. This is a whole new world to me. She said that you only need the tiniest little bit of colour correcting stick. You put it on and then you put your concealer on over the top. It works good for under eyes as well, and you can put it on spots, she said. Simply colour correct your way to flawless skin. Brighten up with the silky formula that glides on to instantly erase the appearance of dark circles and areas of discoloration or medium deep skin tones. So it's basically a giant pencil. So it's this crayon here. Colour correcting supposedly works. I will let you know how I get on with this one actually, and if it really works or not. But I need to learn how to use it first. And then to go with that colour correcting stick, I also picked up a Naked Skin Urban Decay concealer in light warm. People have raved about how good this concealer is and how strong the coverage is. I have yet to use this one properly. I tested a little bit in the shop. I did it in my under eyes, so that definitely worked quite well, and because it's in light warm, it brightens as well, so I don't want an under eye concealer that will make me look more tired. You want something that brightens you up. I also picked up another cult favourite, and that was the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So many people have gone on about how much they love this mascara and how good it is, so I picked up a waterproof version. I just really like waterproof mascaras. I think if you want something to stay all day without transferring onto your skin or smudging when it gets a bit humid, waterproof mascara is definitely one to go for. It's a bristle wand. Now, I usually go for the plastic wand mascara applicators just because I feel like they work a lot better. But this one's a bristle wand and I thought I'd give it a try based on how many people love it. I also bought another beauty blender. When out in America, I took a brand new Real Techniques beauty blender with me. I'm not sure if they've changed their sponge at all. I used to have a really good Real Techniques one. It was just one that I bought on its own and I absolutely loved it. Then I actually bought an official beauty blender and I really liked that one too. But I thought, my Real Techniques one was just as good as this. I don't know whether I needed to spend as much money on an official beauty blender. And I saw a 2-pack of Real Techniques ones in Superdrug. Picked those up, bought them, and then when I used them, they were just so dense and so hard, and I was like, what have you done to your beauty blenders? And I was so disappointed because I had so much faith in the Real Techniques ones. The first one I had, I'm sure, was not like the one I've got at the moment. While I was out there, my makeup just didn't look as good, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go out and buy another beauty blender. So I did, and I got the black one, which was supposedly the Beauty Blender Pro. I don't think there's actually much difference between them, aside from the colour. It works the same way, it's the same shape as my pink one, it's just black instead. That's the only real difference I found between the two. And then lastly from Sephora I picked up a few skincare things. First one being this Origins eye cream, so it's the Origins Ginseng eye cream, which is this little orange pot here. It's one that refreshes and brightens and depuffs your eyes. So I thought it would be really good for the morning. And I do want something that can get rid of my dark circles. If anyone knows a really good remedy for dark circles, please leave it in the comments below because they are a real daily struggle for me. I also like this one because it's got a cooling effect on your eyes. It's not like a stinging cooling like the Carmex lip balm. It's like you've put your eye sockets in a freezer. That kind of cool. It's really nice actually. And then keeping to the theme of eyes, I picked up one of these Sephora Pearl eye masks. And they're just ones, they're like little pads that go underneath your eyes. And they had different kind of flavours or different ones that did different things. But I got the one that was perfecting and brightening, again because of my dark circle. Haven't used this one yet, but I am really excited to, so I will keep you posted on what I think. Keeping to the cosmetics kind of aisle, I also picked up some more EOS lip balms. I really love these lip balms. I have this one already, which I bought from Topshop, I think. It's really running out. But this was the strawberry sorbet flavour. In America, they were a lot cheaper. They were about $4, I think, per lip balm, so I picked up a few more. These actually came from a supermarket. First one I've got is this blue one, which is vanilla mint. I can smell the mint, I can smell the vanilla. I also got a pink one in the same pattern. This one is coconut vanilla, coconut strawberry, coconut berry. I think it's coconutty and it's also a bit berryish. I threw away all the packaging, I can't remember which one this is. And then the last one I've got here is, it's basically stuck. I was absolutely gutted that it's stuck in the lid. This one is summer fruit flavoured. I need to find some way to fix this. Any ideas, leave it in the comments below, but this is currently not usable. Right, cosmetics on the floor. If any of you follow my Instagram, a few months ago I went on a 10-mile hike in a pair of Vans, which got very muddy, which was a very bad idea, and I had to throw them away because they also had holes in. Gutted because I really loved those shoes. They went with everything, they were casual, they were super comfy. So I've been on the hunt for a new pair. Ended up with these, which were in fact exactly the same as the ones I had to throw away. But when in New York, they were a little bit cheaper. I got them from a shop called the Designer Shoe Warehouse, I think. They were a little bit cheaper than normal retail price. They're just the blue canvas material, the ones with the laces. They're the slimmer ones, so they haven't got a really big sole. There's the ones with the really chunky thick soles I wasn't as keen on. So these are just the classic blue canvas shoes here, which will go with most things that I wear, and I know they'll be really comfortable. So I'm really happy that I've got a new pair of Vans, because I was missing them lots. We also stopped off in Macy's, which is a giant department store. There was a MAC counter, which I went to and picked up a few things. So what I got were 2 different lipsticks in the colours Brave and Mare. One of my friends actually has the lipstick in Mare, and it looks so good on her. But one thing you should always know is that lipsticks do look different on every single person. So I did try them on and I loved it as well, so I bought it myself. This one here is Brave, and it is a pinky nude colour. My mother and brother, for example, think that all of my lipsticks are the same colour. They're not, I promise you. If anyone else has this problem where someone thinks that all their nude lipsticks are exactly the same, they're not, okay? This one is more of a pinky nude. Now, I don't really have any lipsticks that are on the pink shade. I wanted something that was sort of a light pink that I could wear every day. My Velvet Teddy is too light for me, I don't like that one. Twig is what I'm wearing at the moment, but this is one that I could wear every day. It's light, it's pink, it's kind of girly. I don't really have any pink lipstick. And then Mare is another nude, quite similar to Twig, but slightly different. I think it's a little bit lighter. Let me get my Twig and check. And they are quite similar, but Mare is more on the pink side and Twig looks a bit nuder. And I've been on the hunt for a lip liner that would go with Twig and these ones that I've just bought as well. And the lady at the MAC counter recommended the Whirl lip liner, which again is quite a pinky sort of brownish nude. I love the MAC lip liners, okay? They are so creamy to apply. Also in Macy's, I did a bit more underwear shopping and bought some Calvin Klein underwear. Now, I know what I said earlier about Calvin Klein not being my favourite underwear brand anymore, but some things are just classics. So I picked up the bralette underwear set. I'm sure you've seen these before. I'm very slow on the bandwagon for Calvin Klein bralette underwear. So I got a pair in black, and I also got a matching pair of pants. These are just like the brief pants. And I also got a pair in light, or a set rather, in grey. So exactly the same again with the thick waistband and the pants. Very happy I finally got some of those. I have a new favourite perfume. So it's the Chloe perfume. If any of you have smelled this before, it smells like heaven. I basically bought the largest size I could because another thing that I've learned is that when you're buying perfumes, you should definitely go for the biggest you can, just because in the long run it will save you more money. It's cheaper per milliliter when you buy the big bottles. So I bought the classic Chloe perfume. I think it's just the original, it's 125 millilitres, which is this really big bottle here. And it's got a cute little bow. It smells so nice though. I mean, move over Jo Malone, there's a new perfume in town. It's similar in the way that it's quite fresh. It almost smells a bit like the Jo Malone perfume, but it's just really classy, it's really light, it's kind of fresh. It's not really heavy. I hate those perfumes that you smell them and they're just so heavy. I love the ones that are fresh and you can breathe and they kind of go right through you rather than getting all clogged up in your nasals. So really love this one, and when I bought it I also got a free little rollerball travel sized perfume as well, so I can pop that in my handbag and just touch up throughout the day. Absolutely love this perfume. It was quite expensive though, it's more expensive than Jo Malone. Obviously I'm going to love it more if it's more expensive, that's just me and my suckish expensive taste. Like, why can't I just like cheap things? My bank account would love me a lot more for it. And then last but by no means least, because it's probably my favourite purchase of this entire holiday, ta-da! I got the handbag! Like, honestly, this is the most beautiful handbag I have ever seen. And it's so stupid of me to go crazy over a piece of a handbag, but I mean, I love it so much. I originally saw this one in an airport in Singapore, and it worked out to be about nearly £500 if I was to buy it from Singapore. So I couldn't justify spending that much money. I took a photo of it though, so I'll remember it for future. And when I was wandering around Macy's in the handbag section, I did a quick scout around the Michael Kors, and they had it! They literally had exactly the same bag that I saw and fell in love with in Singapore. Inquired as to how much it was, and it was so much cheaper than what it was priced at in Singapore. But it's basically a Michael Kors tote bag. At the front it's got the Michael Kors emblem just written there in really tiny little letters. It also has a pocket at the front, a pocket at the back, and then the main pocket which zips up, which is really handy because I mean I don't want anyone stealing my stuff. And when you open it, it's just got one main compartment there so you can chuck it all in, but there are also little compartments at the sides for smaller things like your phone. Something I did really like was the fact that there is this little chain thing that you can put your keys on so you don't lose them, which I think is really handy because I'm forever digging in my bag for my keys. But I just love this handbag so much. Like, the gold hardware and the black really complement each other, and I thought that black would go a lot better with all of my clothes. It was just a lot classier, it looked a lot smarter. That is everything. Thank you so much for making it this far, those of you who did. If you did make it this far, comment the word butterfly below. It will confuse everybody and I can see which of you guys I ought to applaud because this is such a long video. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now and get myself a glass of water. Thanks for watching everyone. See you next week. Bye!